What's up, guys? Just wanted to come on here for a little bit to share an inspired message with you all. And what comes to mind right away is the letting go of the desire to be perfect. And I know I've spoken about this before, but really and truly, it is such a deep, um, debilitating program for, I guess, many people, but for me specifically. Literally, I revolve my life, my interactions, my decisions, my thoughts, and the little, again, action, the little things in my life to be as in harmony as much harmony as possible. And if it's not, then I just get thrown into this whole state of disarray and confusion and of uncomfortability in my body that it's hard to really sense the things in my life that are meant for me as things that are essentially what I want to create. And from one moment to the next, I'm in fear all the time. If things are not perfect, if I'm not able to send a text message the right way, or I don't use the right emoji, or if my messages don't come out a certain way, literally, like if I'm texting somebody and I have one word in the text message that is on the next line, the final line, as opposed to like my last word being like filled up in the box as the rest of the text message, like all the lines even, and that last line has my final word at the end of the line as opposed to going into the next line, like that will be something I have to control. And it'll be the difference between me feeling in harmony with not only the text message, but my own inner state, and being thrown out of harmony with things not being perfect. So that's just like a small example. And another one that happened today is I was texting my buddy. He asked me if I wanted to play golf next weekend. And I was deciding if I wanted to send my message of, yeah, I'd be down, with or without an exclamation mark. And me not doing it with an exclamation mark kind of threw me into a process as well. So that's like the degree to which like the perfectionistic tendencies are correlated with fear, the fear of not being able to sit with things not being perfect and releasing control, and the desire to need to put things in place in order for us to feel a sense of safety and security in our lives. So I guess I want to transition that into now just want to talk about what I experienced over this past few days. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was out of town. I went to a city called Belleville, which is, I guess, a couple hours east for where I am, just outside of Toronto. And I played in a golf tournament. I was there to kind of compete in a golf tournament, which is something I've been inspired to do over the past couple of years, but even more so this year and the last little while. I've been excited to get out there and play more golf. And the way that I do that is I decide to play these tournaments. So essentially it's like me throwing my hat over the fence. I have this tournament coming up, so I need to get my golf game in a good order, which means I need to play more, practice more, get my mindset ready for it, etc. And so I went to the golf tournament with my girlfriend, which was absolutely incredible, being able to spend a few days with her and enjoy just the coexisting relationship we have with each other, and how that just pulls us into presence, just being around each other and being able to understand each other and be vulnerable with each other and allow each other to go through what we're going through. However, I want to speak about the golf tournament because it didn't go so hot. I shot a 92, and to put into context for those who know golf, I'm about like a 6 handicap right now, I would say, or that's what my handicap on my handicap calculator says, so to speak. So 92 for me is like super duper high, like really high. And I was in a tournament where I needed to shoot a certain score in order to qualify for an event that I was signed up for. So the tournament I played in was a 1-day qualifier to get into an actual golf tournament that I went to this place for to qualify and try to get into. So and in my mind, I had all these synchronicities, how this event was going to be like divinely aligned, and how like everything was set up for me to enjoy this experience in order for me to, qualify for this event and play in it, and then have all these things come into fruition based on the failures that I've had in the past and the things I want to create going forward. However, the tournament didn't go as I wanted, and I didn't do so well. I played really, really poorly, and above all that, and what caused me to play so inconsistently was the fact that I I was in my head the whole time. Literally, I was literally like battling my thoughts. Like, you know, the crazy thoughts we have throughout the day, that we tell ourselves or that we hear in our head that we buy into. Like, I was having that incessantly from basically what felt like start to finish in my entire round of golf, and it was quite scary because it's like, holy shit, like our thoughts literally have the power to directly influence our every moment. And if you're trying to perform and be a certain way for a certain thing, it could be very scary and debilitating when those thoughts overtake you and you have nothing to combat them or have no remedies for their influence on your life. So again, that's what I experienced. However, even though the tournament didn't go the way I wanted to, like my last tournament that I was in this year, I had a deep, profound state of peace after the tournament, because I was able to do something that I enjoyed and I was in my body. I even shot a short right after I played in the tournament and had the round. So if you want to check out my channel, you see the short that I shot right after, so you can get a quick snapshot of what I was thinking and experiencing shortly after I played in it. And just a quick little story that comes through as I finish this video is that, like, when I was in the throes of my round of golf and I was having a terrible kind of performance, there was one hole where I had hit 2 golf balls off the tee and I had lost both of them. And I was looking and searching and I couldn't find any of the golf balls that I had hit. And in what scenario would seem like a really frenetic and scary moment, because I'd have to go all the way back to the tee block and hit another ball, I was in a deeply peaceful state in the forest, knowing that the day wasn't going the way I wanted to, knowing that I couldn't find my ball. I'd have to go all the way back to the tee to hit another shot. Instead of being all rattled by it, I entered a deep, profound state of peace and knew that everything was going to be okay. And fortunately, the guy behind me in my group, he recognized what was happening. He gave me his cart so I could drive all the way back to the tee and hit my shot. And he helped me find that ball because I was playing so bad, and I was able to go about my round. So although things didn't turn out exactly the way that I wanted, I'm in a deeply profound state of peace because of everything that came through. And fortunately, I'm meeting my inspired idea to shoot this video, and I have some content that I was able to share with you all. So thank you so much for watching. And until next time, we'll keep in touch, and hopefully you're doing well and know that you're okay exactly as you are. See ya.